G'day everybody, welcome to Zombie Bites Everything. Got some DayZ today, the long-awaited update. Um, I don't normally read into the update, but I decided to have a little skim through it. Yeah, there's some... I stated, you can all go back and have a look at my streams. Alright? I fucking stated ages ago, very loudly and protestingly, that DayZ like to change little teeny things, promise something big, change little tiny things, and hope you don't notice that the list of things they've got as an update looks like a huge list, but it's actually really small. The changes that they've changed look like they're in the list, makes the list look huge. But you will ask yourself, at what point did you get so many complaints about this fucking thing being an issue to where you needed to change it? And the first example is not even in the game. Let's go custom character. Okay, so now next to the actual names, we have arrows going either way. Now, I can tap X to change the character, or I can go right on my direction pad or left on my direction pad. Okay, good thing you can go backwards. So if you accidentally went forward, you could go backwards. You don't have to keep going all the way through the list again. But X, who was saying, who made a complaint that was so, oh, it's not fair, you can't go backwards. I keep going past the character and I have to go through the list again. It's only a short list. It's 11 characters. It's less than the characters there is for the human alphabet. Less than half. So that, to me, is like, first off the bat, they said we made it easier for using the D-pad in the inventory. Yeah, you never... didn't even mention that they did it in the character select screen. And that it affects there. And I was like, why? Was that an issue? Was that a big issue for people? Must have been a big issue for people because, yeah, I can't figure out the reason why they did it. G'day Criminal, g'day LSB, how you guys going? Hope you're doing well. Got LSB's stream playing here next to me. But I'll keep it down because there's supposed to be dynamic sounds and that have been added into the game and altered and changed and shit. So we'll have a look at that as well. So I'll just keep LSB's stream low in the background there. We're having good old jokes about farts beforehand. He asked me, as Octopeak is doing well. It's like, yeah, I'm assuming. She's snoring and farting her head off, so farting away. Normally when people snore and fart, that means they're alive and doing good, right? Second thing I noticed. Alright, they've had like fucking several months to be able to fix this, but some of us still have this pop up and we can't actually access our favourites list. So DayZ developers. So first thing, before we even play the game, you've got your customization for your character that you've dicked with that you didn't need to. Let's be honest, guys. If there's any person who actually believes that this thing needed to be updated, unsubscribe from me, please, because we can't be friends. Because this is just ridiculous. You know, that's just ridiculous. And the second thing, as soon as you go to play, you have this error come up still because they haven't fixed it. And I don't know why. And I have to... It means I don't have any... I can't favourite things. Which is a pain in the ass. Topeka can, but I can't. Hey, bad boy, how you going, mate? You doing great? Well, that's awesome, man. Just wait until you get a little bit older and you grow up a bit more and you stop being a bad boy and you become a mean man. Hey, the cars. Right, I don't like that. The way the car moves. That's a bit shit. Why? The car moved fine the first time. Now you got this shimmy to it that's... When you've been driving the cars for so long like I have, you'll notice it. If you're not noticing it, it's because you don't drive. The way the camera and that all moves, that wasn't... Just look at my stream beforehand and you'll notice a big difference. Now, they've already made sure they put the magic words in there. Oh, yeah, it's a ping related. Okay, yeah. No, I'm still calling bullshit on fixing the cars, guys. Visually might not look different to other people out there. People might not notice the problems that I'm feeling with the game, but I can feel it. There's an offness to it. I can still see that little lag every now and then. That's the shit that'll fuck you up. I'm taking it out to the airfield so I can... Yeah, look at that. Still laggy. Honestly, I should have put all my gear away. And drove around in a different outfit. So in case my car got fucked up and I died, I didn't lose all my gear I got. Now, in the troubleshooting thing, when you find out that some of these updates ain't really working, what they'll tell you to do is they'll tell you to do things that'll cost you time and energy. For example, they'll say, well, maybe you have to do a reset on a wipe on your server. And they'll say this because they'll go, well, maybe one of the things you've added to your server is interfering with the update. Hence the reason why some things are vaulted, because they don't work in the game. So they're in the files, but they're not in the game. So, and if we try to add them into the server, they can sometimes break the game. So they've already got themselves a bunch of excuses that they can palm off, which I already said they'd do. That's what they do. And we're not really noticing very much difference at the moment now with the lag. A little bit of a pain in the ass with the way the car likes to swing a bit. I soon fall asleep. Tomorrow hope. My brain hurts sometimes reading the sentences because I have to reconstruct it in my head to make it make sense. Because the sentence structure's all over the place. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Just I read that and my head hurt. You mean you hope tomorrow you can get sleep? Or I'm. Hi, Dawn. See, I could already drive this speed down here anyway because it's an open area. But if we still get some lag in here, then, it's enough for me to go. It's not much changed. Could already do this speed. That little thing popped up at the last fucking second. Jesus Christ, the other day I did that to the car and it fucked the tyre up, fucked the radiator up and everything. This time it didn't. Okay, but still, sometimes you can run over them, sometimes you can't. I was just about to turn, but it started to lag a little just before I was about to turn. So yeah, DayZ's still doing its same old shit with the games. Fuck you, DayZ devs. You don't know what you're talking about when it comes to fixing cars. I'm sticking with my opinion until I see actual evidence that proves that the cars are definitely fucking 100% better than they were before. And if they're not lagging every 5 seconds and shit like that, then I'd say that's 100% better. But it's still doing it. There's no change. And this is an Australian server. It's got nothing to do with fucking ping. Yet they made sure they put it in there about ping to make it look like that's the reason why the cars are fucking up. Oh, it's all about your ping. No, it's not. It's all about the fact that the game doesn't want you to travel fast in areas that are heavily built up with lots of fucking shit in them. Okay, so we didn't get anything new spawn in here because we didn't get rid of all the old stuff. I'm glad all that other rubbish disappeared, though. Ah, well, it fucked up my fender. Yeah, apologies to Kill Domain, but I'm not impressed with this new update yet. While I respect everybody's right to their own opinion and all that sort of stuff, I do. Honestly, I do. Because it makes no difference to me about someone's opinion. That's their opinion. Not gonna, it doesn't hurt my feelings when people have difference of opinions. That being said, I really feel like some people are too scared to just say the fucking truth about DayZ, about game companies, all in general. You know. No, it's all right. You're allowed to say they're a piece of shit and that they fucking lied. It's okay. It's fine. What are they going to do? Take you to court for discrimination? Oh, good luck to them. Take you to court for defamation? Again, good luck to them. Let them try. It won't work. And why won't it work? It won't work because they would have to, if you said they lie, and they went, you can't say that, that's a defamation. All right, then take me to court. The only way you can prove that it's defamation is you have to prove to everybody that you didn't lie. So come on, DayZ devs. Take me on. You bunch of fucking pickle smoochers. I said I'd give this a fair trial. And so far, I'm not impressed. It takes a little bit to impress me when it comes to DayZ updates, but that's because I've been let down in the past. Well, not just me, all of us have been let down in the past. But some of you people out there are a little bit more civil than I am. Or your testicles haven't dropped yet. Well, I'll tell you. Grow some balls. I hope people realise too that I'm clearly joking. Well, regarding some people I'm joking, regarding other people there are some people I'm not joking about. But regarding, I'm not referring... Anyway, point is, well, I've always been able to do that here at the airfield. We've always been able to do that. That's nothing new. I seen a couple of little grippy parts where it looked like it wanted to lag and it sort of pushed through, and you get that as well. So nothing's really changed when it comes to the cars so far. And you'll see it. You'll see it too, like, you'll notice that as soon as we start getting to a more built-up area, you watch, it'll start lagging a little bit more. Just by the way the car's moving, I can tell, by the way it turns left to right, I can tell that something's been done to the game, to the cars. They said they fixed up as well the automatic transmission in the Hummers. And I'm like, alright, what was the problem with it? What was the problem with it? There was no problem with the Hummer. It went reverse, neutral, drive. What was the problem with the gearbox? With the transmission of it? They fixed up the automatic transmission. They haven't said that they changed it over to manual. They just said they fixed up the automatic transmission. All right. But what was the problem with it? There wasn't a problem with it. Why'd they tinker with it? DayZ devs, why do you touch shit that there's no problem with? We don't get that. That's the thing I don't understand. That's why you break shit. Because you go in there and you go, oh, let's tinker with this. Let's add this button as well to this bit here. Has people been complaining about it? No. But we'll add it anyway. There we go. As soon as we started getting close to the grass of that, the little lag. You know, we need to fuck with the transmission of the Hummers. Why? Is there a problem with them? No. Have people complained about them? No. Why are you fucking with them? Because... yeah. They reckon they fixed the auto transmission. And the thing is, when they say shit like that, most of the people that play DayZ are so stupid. Like, no shit. I'll tell you right now, right? Most of the people that come into my chat are okay. But 50% of the people that play DayZ are fucking idiots. Alright? But that's safe to say about all games, all video games. 50% of them, complete fucking morons, idiots. Alright? Some of them come into my chat, but most of the ones that come into my chat, they ain't complete idiots. And they'll be idiots on other games. That's fine. I'm idiot on other games too. We're all stupid when it comes to certain games. We all way. But there'll be people out there that'll read that and be wowed by the extra line of text saying there's something being done to something. Something being fixed or something being changed or something being added. They'll read that extra line of text and they're so stupid to think something's being done, and they don't think to ask the question, what was the problem with it in the first place? There was no problem with it, so why are you even touching it? And because they don't bother to ask these questions or voice these opinions, the smart people that go, why'd you fucking touch it in the first place? What was wrong with it? Nothing. Leave it alone. The smart people don't get listened to because stupid people are louder than smart people. Yeah, but that food and can opener knife thing, that only glitched when you put the knife in your hand and you had the can in your food, in your inventory, and you tried to open it that way. But if you put the can in your hand and had the knife or the can open in your inventory, it opened up fine. And if you put it on the floor and then put the can opener in your hand, it opened up fine. So while, yeah, okay, all they've done is just made it so then you can, hopefully they've switched it so where you can open it either way. But making it so then the can of food's in your hand, which, let's face it, what do you want in your hand when you open it? A can opener and knife? Or the can of food you need to desperately eat? I'll choose the food. So I'll put the food in my hand anyway because I need to eat it. So I'd have the can of food in my hand. Then I'd mix it with the can opener or the knife in my inventory and it would open up and I just eat the food. I don't have, but if I do it the other way and it didn't open up, well, that's stupid anyway because why would I do it that way? That makes no sense. Because if the can's in my inventory and I grab the can opener in my hand and I try opening it, and let's say it opens, cool. I still have to put the can opener away, then grab the can of food. It's one extra thing I have to do when I wouldn't have to do that if I just had the can in my hand in the first place, if that makes sense. So we're not even going to try and go bushways. We'll try and go through cities and see how it goes. So it's just weird, certain things they do. Oh, you could never open dog food with a can opener. It's ring pull, isn't it? I think dog food and cat food are ring pull. Unknown is can opener. So you're already getting lag. No, in real life. Oh, okay. Can openers, they don't make like they used to. Yep. You clamp it down and it'll do like a couple little turns and then pull itself out. It's like, why won't you just do one ring around? Yeah, but still, I mean, that seems like a little tiny fix compared to the cars. And again, they've been promising that for ages. That whole problem with the can opener and the can, that's an issue That's only a recent issue, though. That's only been since, like, around November 2020, 2019 is when that started. So them fixing it now, you know, it's on par with them. If they've fixed it at all. They've said they're going to fix it plenty of times. Have a scroll through all the updates there and you'll see they've removed certain lines of text because they hide and shit. You mean 1970? If it was 2005, you could say 1950. It's 55 years ago. 2025, take 55's 1970. It's numbers, man. Sorry, it's numbers. Yep, 100%. Fucking nerd. But I forgive you, mate. You're old for 55 plus. You having a senior moment there, criminal. Hey, look, we almost got all the. Just need one more black door for the back there. We need the zombies to gather around us. That'll give us an idea on. I might have to double check to make sure the update has actually been fully installed properly too. As like I was saying, I may have to do a server wipe. But if I'm going to do a server wipe, I'm going to do it on a different map. I'll do it on the Livonia. I like the playing card. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute. Do you need PlayStation Plus subscription to play DayZ online? Honestly, LSB, I'm going to tell you honestly, I have no idea, mate, because I've always had PlayStation Plus. I've never not had it, so I couldn't tell you. I'm going to assume I don't. That I don't need it, but I could be wrong. Just ask Topeka, she'll tell you I'm wrong. Tells me I'm wrong all the time. When you go to turn a little bit, it feels like the front wheels are on ice. The way it pivots. It looks like it tries to turn from the centre of the car. Like it's trying to turn from the roof, not from the front end. Weird. Come on. All right, back in a second. That fucking cop you hit over the bonnet, mate. No, that was pretty cool there, criminal. That was pretty cool indeed. The way that cop went over the car when you slammed into him. He shouldn't have had his back turned. It was his own fault. The way you tracked that rocket at the end there for that chopper. Good job on that. I really am enjoying your Rockstar edits. I'm so glad you got into it. And I know it's time consuming. I know they're time consuming because you record the footage, then you got to do all that editing in the Rockstar software, and then you got to do the other editing you want to do. I know it's it's time consuming, but man, they make for some really cool video clips. You know, just some of the stuff that you've collected, I've collected, and other people have done in the past too. It's just really, really good. Oh, you're welcome, mate. Can't do that in normal game. No, used to be able to. I believe on PlayStation 4 you still can. It's only PlayStation 5 you can't use Rockstar Edit for in-game. So I think PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 4 version of GTA 5 will allow you to use Rockstar Edit for the actual gaming stuff. They said they fixed up the way the direction buttons move in the inventory. But I'd just like to point out, they actually still move the same. There is literally no difference. I noticed absolutely no difference when I put all the stuff away beforehand. That's right, you did too. They must have bring it back because there was the update that took it away, and I was all pissed off because I did a stream and I went to go do director's mode, and Rockstar in the story mode, and it wouldn't let me. Apparently there was an update that had removed it, and I was pissed off because they only had Rockstar for online stuff. I mean, I'm still experiencing the lag, but I haven't gotten a massive freeze yet. But that lag can still fuck me up. If it lags at the wrong time, like when I'm trying to turn, then that can still fuck me up. But I could normally drive at this speed anyway. This isn't new. I just choose to drive at a lower speed because of the lag. And because it can freeze any time. It doesn't give you any warning. Look, I'm going to be really mad if they... Like, the only thing that could really disappoint me with with GTA 6 is the no Rockstar edit. If they leave that out, then I will be a little bit pissed. More than a little bit pissed. I don't have a problem with if they make it multiple characters you get to use. I don't have a problem with that. I never had a problem with it with number 5. I know some people did have a problem with it, but each GTA game offered something new that the last one didn't. You know, you very rarely hear anybody go, GTA sucks ever since it went to fucking the view it's got now. It was better when it was bird's eye view. You don't hear people say that. And every year, every time it comes out, it always changes something. Every time they bring it out, they always put something different in there. So then when they added the free characters, I was okay with that. I was like, they always add something different, so, you know, didn't see that as a problem. If they do that again, I don't have a problem. If they make one character male, one character female, yeah, again, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that for the simple fact that it doesn't make any difference. Most of us, I don't know about most people, but when it comes to the characters, I normally whack masks on them anyway. So, and outfits, change the outfits around. So I never really see the character. And you only ever really watch in the back of their head until there's a cutscene or something. I just hope that Rockstar's done the smart thing and went, oh, if a character puts a mask on, it stays on when they're in a cutscene. But the reason why GTA or Rockstar didn't have that in all the other... They don't have it in all the cutscenes in the game, in number 5, both the online and the story, is because they went to so much effort with some of the graphics on the facial features and stuff like that. They don't want them lost to a mask. So they're like, nah, make it so the mask... I worked fucking 6 months on those eyebrows. And you're going to make it so a mask stays on his head when he's in the cutscene? That's not fair. Make it so he can't wear a mask in this cutscene. All right, then. Got to keep Johnny happy. Don't know if anybody else noticed that, but there was a little bit of slide and shifting side to side then when I was driving around the corner. I don't like that. Wolf and bear report. Well, dude, I mean, I hadn't seen a bear or a wolf, heard a bear or a wolf until the other night when I was with you. So I was in here for like, 8 days or 9 days or whatever, and there was no bear or wolf that I heard until I was with you in Tizzy. And then the second wolf, when I went back up to Tizzy, there was another wolf there. So in this particular area here, they're not really a lot of them. So chances of me seeing one here is pretty slim. I hear the other animals though. So I know they're going to be on the map, just, you know. Pair of willies. They're pristine. So we shall keep them. See, I'm not noticing any difference with the... I use the direction pad anyway. With the navigation through the... There's absolutely no fucking difference at all. So they put in there about the whole navigation thing with the D-pad, and it only really affects the character select screen, which never needed to be done. No one was complaining about it. But they write it in there in the wording that they use to make it look like they've done something when they've done literally fuck all. So DayZ players out there, please, for the love of anything out there, don't buy into the bullshit. Alright? They didn't fix it. There was no problem with it. There's no difference now. At least nothing I'm noticing. If there was some major change, like the things that they've put in there, they're all things that literally I should have been noticing some of this stuff by now. Alright, pump action shotgun, got it. Yeah. Well, see, that was before it got made before it got put the console and all that sort of stuff. So the crossbow was in there as well at that time, and the bow and arrow was in there at that time as well. And you could make your own hunting clothes and hunting shoes and hunting gloves and hat and, well... Huh? Little lucky band pull back there? Just when they put the game on console, none of that shit worked. They couldn't get it all to work. So that's why it's not in the game. And they're only bringing it out now and they've gotten it to work. Yeah, new scope as well. I know about all the weapons and that they're adding, that they added to it. But that's only because I watched the developers go live and, oh, look, we found a house. Oh, look, all this stuff happens to be in it. Oh, isn't that a lucky find? Yeah, right. You fucking loaded it up like that. I end up getting the whole chat to almost, nearly the whole chat to be chanting, don't peel the potato. Don't peel the potato. Yeah, I came in, I went into their stream and I was talking to them about how bullshitty they are and how they keep fucking, are they going to fix the cars? Are they going to make it so we can eat a potato without having to peel it? These are actual fucking problems. This new gun and shit you're adding isn't solving a problem. You've got problems with the game. You should be fucking focusing on fixing those problems, not trying to band-aid over the top with a new gun. Or we fixed the inventory, made it what, the same? Yep. Problem is when people go to the Wikipedia, right? When people go to the Wikipedia, some people go there and they read that, and then they try to tell you it's in the game, and you're like, no, it's not in the game. And like, yes, it is. It's like, no, it's not. I know a few people that do that. I won't mention them, but I know a few people that do that. They'll say about, this is in the game. It's like, no, it's not. It's never been in the game on console. That's PC shit. I mean, they could all be added back in, but it just probably wouldn't work. You can use a defibrillator like that. They added that in and took it out. It worked and everything. And they took it out. Defibrillator. Works. They put it into the game. Made a big deal about putting it in the game. Did a whole fucking... Had a thumbnail and everything. Made a big deal about putting the defibrillator in. It'll make it easier for you to revive people. It does. You fucking zap them, shock them, wake them back up. Could also shock people unconscious if they're already alive. And not unconscious. But they took it out. It was working. Yeah, sure, it took up like 12 spaces or whatever. Needed a 9-volt battery to get it to work, but it worked. They took it out. They kept the megaphone, which takes up 12 spaces and also needs a fucking battery and literally helps no one. All it does is makes your voice a little bit louder. And it sounds like shit, especially if you got bad internet. It sounds like shit. And it likes to cut in and out. So it doesn't work properly, but they kept that and got rid of the defibrillator. Don't I already have that ammunition? 5x45s? Isn't that M4A1 ammo? The gun, probably jam up though. Any guns that hold heaps and heaps of ammo, you got to cycle through them very slowly. You can't go full auto and just empty a clip. Yeah, there's a whole heap of shit in the files never added. Well, Jesus Christ. Never added, as in never added to console at least. Some of this stuff has been added to PC. But when it's been added to PC, it's more of a mod than an official thing. But DayZ started as a mod. It started as a mod on a game. Armour Free or Armour something. Ain't no way I'm going to try and drive 130 through this fucking city. If people can't see that lag and see how crap that is, well, it's not crap. It's not more crap. It's same crap. That would be the fair thing to say. It's the same crap. Oi! Down near the coast, just like yesterday. I wanted to be a dick. It's going to be a dick again today. See, I'd be dead. If I'd have held my breath, I would have been dead. And Sony, I understand you want to make sure we get good updates and all that sort of stuff. I totally get that. But you really need to let us take part in these experimental servers and stuff like that. Because then we can actually help with letting them know. No, it's not working on PlayStation. It works on Xbox. I don't give a fuck what it works on an Xbox. I don't give a fuck if it works on PC. I play on PlayStation. I only give a fuck if it works on PlayStation. Also, what good is it to me if it's still shit on PlayStation and everybody in Xbox land and PC land are doing good. How's that help me? How's that help me and anybody else on PlayStation playing the game? It doesn't. And I was talking about yesterday about how it's to do with rendering, not internet, because you have the connection symbol come up if the ping's too high from your internet connection. And most of the time when it freezes and glitches, that pin's not popping up. That indicator on the side there's not popping up to say the ping's too high. And the wording that they used regarding the car being fixed is they fixed the problem with the ping. As I knew they'd go straight for blaming internet connection. I knew it. I even said it. Now the reason why I knew it, and I said it yesterday, and I knew it, is because DayZ's been doing the same shit. They haven't even bothered trying to change their lie anymore. They don't even try and they just say the same thing over and over again. You all got fucking short fucking memories. Everybody out there got short fucking memories. I don't. Not when it's something I take an interest in. I mean, the only thing I will say is I haven't had it 100% freeze up on me. All I've had to do is lots of lagginess and a few lacky bands, which is what I get every day anyway, so... The car feels like it's on ice. I don't like that feeling. Like the front wheels feel like they're on ice. The inventory shit, I don't notice anything different with that. That's just smoke screens and mirrors, guys. Got to do micro adjustments so it doesn't feel like it's sliding. Alright, let me just get inside here. I still want to say this. Look at the size of that handprint, man. That's a big hand. Give me some explanation on why there's a big hand there. Depends which map, though. Because in Livonia, I can find M16s no problem. In fact, in Livonia and Chicao, I can find an M16 before I get in KAM. KAM in Livonia are only in the gas zones, the permanent gas zones, and the KAMs are only in the bunker in Chicao, which you got to go get the key and the briefcase for. M16 in this map, no idea where they are. And I don't... Nah. No, in the... well, in Livonia, I find M16s at helicopter crash sites a lot of the time. And if you're driving around long enough, you'll find... If you're driving around Livonia, you will find a lot of chopper crashes. Like, if I went out there and said, I'm only going to look for helicopter crashes today, I'll find about 20 of them within 3 hours. I'll find a whole heap. And in that, I'll probably get about 2 M16s, which... for 3 hours work running around Livonia, 2 M16s, that's not too bad. But I'd still consider it a rare gun, just not extremely rare. I would say the KAM is more rarer. But in this server, I've found KAMs in the permanent gas zone and in zones that just get hit with gas. So they're not extremely rare. They're not very rare in this one. They're more extremely... Well, they're not very rare at all. They're just as rare as the KA-47 or KA-74, whatever they're fucking calling it, because they're scared of copyrights. And for every month you make criminal wait for his umbrella, you have to send him a big-titted whore just to suck him off. Now, you've made him wait 5 years now for an umbrella. So that's 60 blowjobs you owe him already. You're already in the hole for 60 blowjobs. DayZ devs. So pull out your wallet and start getting some of those big titted escorts. And not those fucking jaggedy tooth crack oil ones either. Good ones. You know? Ones you can actually take to a dinner party who won't OD on the medicine cabinet shit. One of those hookers. Deeper by the day. Title of your sex tape? Digging themselves deeper by the day. Goddamn rain. Actually, I would like to find a box of nails. Yeah, let's go up the road here to all the industrial shit. And we'll find some nails. Digging themselves deeper by the DayZ. Remember yesterday we had that lag near the bridges too. It nearly tried to crash me into the bridge. Oh, that lucky band. And it's near the water too. It's DayZ just doing that whole let's kill him off one more time. One last time before he fucking shits all over our update. Nah, man. The pants are coming down. The Eye of Sion's opening. I'm about to shit on your update. Seems like that train likes to live there. Always there. I think it's hardly ever... I think I've driven past here most times that train's been there. I've searched it over the most. If it had been military containers on the back there, I would have went and checked it over. But no, it's standard. In an apocalyptic world, where the people that play video games get to determine the fate of the DayZ devs, based on their updates. This week, 2 DayZ devs will have to go into the gladiator ring and fight to the death. The winner gets to come back out and try his job again, and if he fails, he'll be back in the gladiator pit. I should have remembered that it was 7 o'clock and there was going to be an update. Sorry, reset. Our resets happen every 3 hours now. I just sent you a list of reset times, criminal. Should be 9 a.m. for you at the moment. Wow, 13 minutes past 9. Is it a good door? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Had it have been a good door, I would have taken it. Oh, criminal, I'd love to take you to the ship. I mean, I found a few guns up there. The M4A1 was the only one worth it. Personally, I think you would enjoy it. No gas, no cold. Definitely could do with a fire pit up there, though, because you do get cold out that way. But I was also finding myself losing my heat buff while overheating. It was weird. I think... I don't know. I don't know if there's a temperature thing there because of the... it used to be a permanent gas zone or not. Now, we had a bug out big time when we got close to this house up here on our left, coming back the other way. And we slammed into that fence. And it wouldn't let me stop the car and get out. And then it kicked me out of the game. I'll give credit where credit is due. So far, we haven't had a freeze. We'll consider a freeze anything we can go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. All right, we can get 2 Mississippi, you know, or an Annie, 1 Annie, 2 Annie. We can go music if we want to. Ah, cool. Has a magazine in it. Actually, I've got to jump out for a second. I'm going to make a coffee. Reggie, coffee. Oh, Reggie, coffee. I hate when I got to ask Reggie more than once. All right, back in a minute, guys. I'm back. Okay. So, as a smoker, one of the things you get is nicotine stains on your fingers. It happens. Some get it worse than others, depending on how much they smoke. I'm a heavy smoker, so I used to get pretty bad nicotine stains on the fingers. And I just looked down at my hands, and it's the first time in over 30 plus years, 40 years almost, that I haven't had, or 30 plus years, that I haven't had nicotine stains on my fingers. I still have, my index finger still has a bit of nicotine stain on it, but I can actually see clean nail from where it's grown to where the nicotine stain was. And I'm able to determine that in the last 3 weeks, my fingernails have grown about a centimetre. I trim my nails all the time, but they've grown about a centimetre because I've got about a centimetre of clean nail that doesn't have any tobacco stain. In about another couple of weeks, I won't have any stains on my fingernails. Joy. That's because I've cut back on how much cigarettes I normally smoke. I've really cut back. Way more. I've cut way back at the present. The last 3 weeks I've had hardly any cigarettes. Not because I can't, it's because choosing not to. Alice B still cracking on. Oh yeah, I needed this coffee. Hopefully, the oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, I still got yours cranking here. I got the sound down, but only because DayZ is one of those games. It's hard to play when you can hear something from another game playing in the background because it'll freak you out thinking, is that in the game? No, it's someone else. You know, so yeah, I got it turned down, but yeah, still here. No one else is live at the moment. If they are, I didn't get a notification, so I'll stick with you for now until you finish. Excuse me. let's get back in there. Uh-huh. Infected can sometimes carry valuable loot. Always make sure to look in their pockets. Well, thank you very much. Come on, let me out, let me out. Started doing that bug lag, getting in the car. Hey, look, it's Ellen DeGeneres. Isn't Ellen DeGeneres part of the lizard people? Where is it? Over here. Sweetheart. Yeah, I'm the one moving. Yeah, here. Fucking hell. I hit twice. I double tapped the circle button to go up to... Double tap to go down. Double tap to go one. Double tap to go down. One. Reverse. One. Reverse. One. Reverse. And all this... every now and then it just won't register the double tap. Okay, they've kind of buggered up the way the car starts and shuts off. Kind of. Oh, we got a tent. Got a lantern, which we don't care about, really. I'm just moving it. Spark plug. Handsaw. Yeah, don't like that lag when I'm trying to get in and out of my car. That's not cool. That's anything but cool. That's the opposite of cool. And not hot. All right, we don't have enough room to put anything away in the car. Now it's full. So that's a good thing. Box of nails. That's what I needed. Some of these houses have nothing, by the looks of it. Um, Oh, we're spending some shoe leather today. Got another cooking pot for criminal back at base, so that canister can go on it with the cooker. At least that way he has the ability to cook food. Right. Don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy with a box of nails. But just a box of nails is not quite good enough for me. Okay, so it says it's got 42%. Now it's got 40%. So a couple of rags only took up 2%. I'm overheating. That's stupid. I shouldn't be overheating. It makes no sense. No, I don't care about sport or rifle. Just, it's a gun, and I can use it. Alright. Yeah, I was really hoping I'd find another sharpening stone or something like that. Another box of nails. I'll take it. Hoe. A hoe. I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody likes a good hoe every now and then. Ah, we're going back to the car. We've got 10 space left. Car's completely full. We're almost completely full. If I had the space, I'd grab that tin. I mean, there's a good door. Get up on there, you idiot. I think my passenger side door is... Sometimes it's just hard to get the thing to go right on them. Wait. Need to drive a side back door and then we're good. Alright, we're going to leave now. Go back to base and empty out our stuff. Not too much junk on us. There's no way in hell I'm driving 130 kilometres through this fucking city with the way it's lagging on me at the moment. G'day guys, how you going, mate? Got a zombie, how you going? Yeah, we love the hose. Oh yeah, mate. It's another good back door, but we already got a good one on that side. No. Guy's all walking out here by himself. You lost, buddy. Nope. Alice B's finished. I just looked over and seen that his stream's finished. I missed the first 30 minutes of it, so I'll probably watch that later on. Hey. God damn motherfuckers. Arse ramming fucking dick shits. What did we break? Stupid fucking... See, this game is not meant for driving. They want you to walk everywhere and run everywhere. That's why there's these obstacles. They just block the roads. If the game could have got away with killing me, then it would have. Can finally do my Up in Smoke intro. Sorry, did I miss something? You're younger than me. Now, how the fuck was I supposed to think? How the fuck was I supposed to know you meant Up and Smoke the concert and not the fucking Cheech and Chong shit? I was... because I heard the Twisted thing, so the thing you had with Twisted beforehand, you said you could finally do your Up and Smoke, and I was like, how's that got anything to do with what we just said in the chat? You did that in the Twisted thingy. You mean the concert? How was I supposed... No wonder I didn't get that reference. G'day, drunk. How you going, mate? How you doing today, drunk? Not as many zombies chasing after me right this second. Hey. There we go. So the last couple of times we've had like a few zombies, we haven't been getting that major glitchy sound with the car and the sound of the car going. So I don't know. That sounds like a good thing at the moment. That might be something they've fixed. It was the least of my problems. Well, that's the thing too about DayZ. Everybody has their own issues with it. Not everybody's issues are the same. Alright, let's see how quick we can get to our base. This is going to be dangerous, but I believe we have enough. Whoa. So you don't want to be driving fast anyway. You're not doing 130 coming through these bloody checkpoints, I can tell you that much. Spare wheel there. It's not the car I need it for. So you have to drive. There's a good chance we might get a door here. Hello? A bingo. So there's 3 Olgas just sitting there and 2 Gunters to get parts from. Well, buddy, you should have been more on the ball, man. I was right there. get inside the car, you don't hear the insects outside. I was watching you play Splinter Cell before, Ed. Drunk. I was watching you play Splinter Cell. I didn't get to play that one. Conviction was the last one I played on Xbox. Yeah, hard to believe. I used to own an Xbox. I used to play lots of games on it. It was the Xbox Connect. Had that little Connect camera thingy-majiggy that went with it. Kind of like the Wii, but not like the Wii. I'm inside the car and I'm experiencing lag. Normally I wouldn't even experience this much lag sitting inside the car. It'd be more smoother. Wolves. I heard the wolves, but they're not going to get to me. I've heard people say that if you hear the wolves and they're a fair distance away, it means someone else has triggered them. I'm the only one in the game at the moment. They're miles away. And I triggered them. I put it to you as, the way I put it is, if you hear wolves, assume you triggered them. Man, keep an eye out for other players. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying sit on your hands and go, oh, well, that was me. My fault. Just, keep an eye out for other players, but if you hear them, there's a good chance they're onto you. We're talking about the canine family here, supposed to have really good noses. Smelling you out shouldn't be a problem from the dead. I got to take into consideration that I got a storm happening around me at the moment. I don't like that. I'm trying to burn through this gun I got. I'll use it to despawn some cars. I'm going to despawn this one later. Wow. That is really coming down out there. As I said, it's really coming down out there. It got louder. Like, it feels like people are just constantly dumping buckets of water on our house. It's not coming down in drops. And we got a tin roof, so you really hear it. I don't mind the sound of rain on a tin roof. Will you stop bouncing? Look at that. Fucking bouncy bouncy. The road isn't even bouncing. You can't have the cars do that shit. It's very off-putting and takes you out of the environment, the immersiveness of it. I mean, I know it's Russia, but I mean, come on, they figured out how to do roads, for fuck's sake. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. See, right now I feel like bacon and eggs. I don't look like bacon and eggs, but I feel like it. Crispy on the outside like the bacon, and gooey on the inside like a yolk. No, I feel like I could eat some bacon and eggs right now. Bacon and egg muffin. Not a McMuffin. Fuck that shit. Topeka normally makes bacon and egg muffins here at home. I need to make sure I eat when I have my medication. So sometimes it's just easy just to cook up bacon, eggs, and a muffin. I don't like muffins on their own. Nah. Unless, of course, they're like English muffins. They got like sultanas in them. I don't mind them. But it can taste like fruit bread or fruit cake. Why did someone end up saying that? How did the term fruit cake for a cake became the terminology used for someone that's acting crazy? Geez, you're acting like a fruitcake, mate. How'd that happen? The poor fruitcakes are sitting there going, now everyone's going to associate fucking crazy people with me. And once upon a time, the word fruit was also used to describe a gay person. People would go, he's fruity, or he's a fruit. And I never understood that one. I never got that. And to me it was like the lamest insult someone could come up with. I'd just be sitting there thinking, right. I just pictured a gay guy sitting there going, talking to his boyfriend or his husband or whatever, and significant other, male or female, lesbian or gay, whatever, just sitting there going, darling, he called me a fruit. Oh, are you a strawberry? No, I'm more like a pineapple. Oh, I'm a banana. Would you like to put your pineapple, would you like to put your banana in my pineapple ring? You know, just... I don't feel that they're getting insulted by it. I don't feel like, I mean, yeah, I'm sure they did feel insulted. It's discriminating against them. I get it, but it's like, of all the insults, it's like, if someone called me sweet, if someone called me a fucking fruit, I'd be like, what? Sweet and fucking sweet and delicious and enjoyable all through summer. Hibernate during winter. I don't know what the... It's like they call disabled people vegetables, and I never understood that one either. I was like, always thought to myself, what does that mean? We were like, oh, they're in a wheelchair, therefore they're a vegetable. It's like, okay, but why? I didn't understand why. And then people laugh and just go, you get it? And I'm like, no, not really. I don't get it. It's like, that's what we call disabled people. We call them this, or that's what we call this people. We call them that. It's like, oh, okay, I get that you call them that, but I don't understand why that word was the one that you landed on. And when that's the word that we're going to use to describe people of that condition or of that orientation or whatever. So how that word? It's because, to me, it's like they use these words to be negative towards people, and it's like, well... If you want it to be negative towards people, why don't you use negative words? Fruits and vegetables aren't negative, they're positive things. If you're trying to make something seem like it's really bad, why would you use positive language? I never understood it. I mean, I didn't agree with that sort of fucking, discriminating against people in the first place. But I also didn't understand that it's like, I know if you say a word and beat someone over the head while you're saying the word, any word is discriminating. You can call your wife beautiful while you punch her in the face. The word beautiful doesn't really mean what you're doing, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you should punch your wife in the face and it's okay as long as you call her beautiful while doing it. I'm just saying that anybody would hate the word beautiful if every time they heard it they got punched in the face. But it's not a bad word, it's a good word, it's a positive word. But if someone punches someone in the face, they normally call them a fucking arsehole. And you're like, well, that makes sense. Arseholes leave big stinky shits and farts and all that around the place. I just can't. Dude. I didn't read the spit take warning part first. Good thing I wasn't having a drink. Eyes went straight to fucking fat ass Major in that picture, man. Our Major, that looks fucking hilarious. So yeah, I don't understand the terminology some people use or choose to use to describe things. I think we have enough words as it is. Back in the day of when Shakespeare was being written, Shakespeare's plays were being written. I don't even know if that's his real name. Was that his real name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not important to the moral of the story I'm about to say. But once upon a time, in the years when Shakespeare plays and that were being written, the average person knew something like between 25 to 35,000 words. The average human now knows about 2,000 to 2,500. Less if you're a MAGA supporter, because your big words frighten you. Challenge to make him green like Shrek. He'll make you green like Shrek. All you have to do is to see him naked and you'll go... "Hmm." Shout out to Major. He's probably lurking in the background there. Don't worry, I noticed a big cock above Donkey Kong Jr.'s head. That didn't go unnoticed or unappreciated. I liked it. Thank you very much. That's funny. He looks very terrified. The fuck was that? He's live, but nothing's happening at the moment. Oh, he's live. I didn't even get a notification. So we'll have to do a server wipe for Livonia, and we'll make sure the update's on it. I'm going to double check to make sure the update is actually on this server as well. It should be. It didn't indicate that it needed to have anything major done, but it might need to be installed. So the update might not even be here. It just could still be bugging out like normal. But other stuff's in here, so Oh, don't know. What are you fucks sitting here at my base? What are you doing? No, 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 no. We don't want any. We don't subscribe to that. Well, you can fucking run up here then, cunt. I turned the engine off. It even made the click sound of the engine going off, but it didn't turn it off. He leaned forward, it made the click sound, it didn't turn off. Why the fuck are these open? These were all padlocked shut. Mine are still padlocked shut. All criminals were padlocked shut. I padlocked this one shut. I'd padlocked those two shut. Why are they unlocked all of a sudden? Okay, so that door's still locked. Is there something to do with the timing of when they were done? Did they only last for so long locked? Nope, that's locked. I can assume the other two are locked. Yeah, not sure what the fucking deal is with that. All right. Oh. Oh, that hurt. Well, it's almost been 3 hours. I'm going to get the other server sorted out. Double check to make sure this one has the update installed properly. it was claimed that you wouldn't need to do a server wipe. So we'll test on this one, and we'll do a server wipe on the Livonia one first, and put it there, make sure it's all up to date, and we'll test that one as well as this server again and see if there's a difference. Oh, that's Bill Cosby and Bill Clinton. Oh, you got the cat too. Yeah, we're going to end it there. We'll come back a little later on with some more once we sorted out the servers and that, made sure they're all up and running properly. So far, the update hasn't impressed me. I'm hard to impress with these updates because DayZ has let us down in the past. I'm not really too impressed with this one. I don't feel like there's been too much added to it. Couple little minor cosmetic-y things that really didn't matter one way or the other, whether they changed it or not. But yeah, we'll test it out again later on and see if there's anything else we noticed. We got some nails, we got some bits and pieces for the base, that's all that mattered. I'll have a new car by the time I stream next. Big shout out to everyone that came in. LSB, Drunk, Goz, God of Zombies. See, it's funny when I say God of Zombies because he's not God of me. Get it? I don't have a God. Bad boy, shout out to you, mate. Big shout out to Criminal. Shout out to the wonderful and lovely Topeka. And a big shout out to all the people lurking in the background. I'll catch you all later on. I'm out and dot and dust. See ya.